Thank you for joining me for this ACMO TECH presentation on the insurance appraisal process. My name is Vic Prasad, and I'm the Manager of Business Development for Suncorp Valuations. For over 40 years, Suncorp has been providing accurate, credible, and reliable insurance appraisal services. The insurance appraisal process starts with a formal proposal that will include the following details: the purpose of the appraisal, which is to establish the replacement cost of the property in accordance with Section 99(7) of the Condominium Act; the intended use, which is for insurance replacement; the intended user, which is the condominium corporation; the effective date, which is the date that the appraiser inspects the property; property identification, which includes the condominium corporation number, address, and postal code of the property. The appraisal inclusions are the building construction and services value, yard improvement value, an estimate for demolition and debris removal, and an estimate for building codes and bylaws. Appraisal exclusions are any betterments or improvements to the unit. The balance of the items here I will cover off in the remaining slides. The scope of the appraisal service will include a 30 to 60-minute inspection, depending on the size of the property. The appraiser will need access to all areas of the condominium, including mechanical and electrical rooms, the roof, the underground parking, and it's ideal if they have a site contact that is knowledgeable of the building and any changes that may have taken place. The appraiser will also need access to a typical suite to confirm the quality of the finishes in the units. During their inspection, they will note all of the building construction and services features to assist with the costing process. When it comes to the costing, they will use one of two methods, either the segregated cost method or the model-based method. The segregated cost method involves estimating the current unit cost of installed components, sections, or systems of the building structure under appraisal. The unit price includes cost of materials, labor, overhead, fees, and profits required to replace the building components new as of the date of the appraisal. The model-based method uses as a basis the current cost per square foot of other properties that are like the subject property in their design, style, construction, and functions. The benchmark cost is then adjusted to suit specifications and construction quality of the subject property being appraised. Once adjusted, this unit cost is applied to the property's gross floor area, with additional consideration given to any specialty features. As a cross-check, the appraiser will use consultation with contractors and published sources as an additional check to ensure their values are accurate. The next stage involves the appraisal report, which will include, again, a summary of the insurable values of building construction and services, yard improvements, an estimate for demolition, debris removal, and building codes and bylaws. In the report, you will find a detailed description of all the building construction and services components, including HVAC, mechanical, electrical, and other building components. The appraiser should be signed by an accredited appraiser, and most appraisal firms will provide you with 2 free updates in the subsequent years to the full report. All reports should be prepared in compliance with professional standards, and the appraisers should be accredited through appraisal associations such as the American Society of Appraisers, which grants the accredited senior appraiser designation, or the Appraisal Institute of Canada, which grants the accredited appraiser Canadian Institute designation. When it comes to an appraisal, some of the information you will require are the electronic architectural drawings. These allow the appraiser to calculate the gross floor area of the building. The standard unit bylaw will allow the appraiser to determine any exclusions that are not part of the insurance for the condominium corporation. This could include floor finishes or countertops. The insurance renewal date is important to provide to the appraisal firm so they can make sure that your report is prepared well in advance of that. As far as timing, you're looking at around 4 to 6 weeks from authorization of a proposal to get a report, and professional fees are based on the type and the size of the condominium. I hope you enjoyed this presentation on the insurance appraisal process. Thank you.